We're good, we're live. What's up, guys? Hey, super excited for this week. Check this out. What's up? You just waft that right in. That smells good. You guys are all thinking, I know what you're thinking. You're like, you know what, it's Mother's Day, bro. I've got my chocolate cake at home. I've been waiting for the next couple days. You're all prepped, you're ready to go. Not really, right? But anyways, so here we are. Another real estate week, real estate straight talk. Super pumped. You guys, on a scale from like 1 to 10, I'm just warning you, I'm like a 15 right now because we got some really cool stuff to talk about. And so anyways, by the way, if this is your first time to Real Estate Straight Talk, absolutely welcome to the show. If you've been watching for the last several weeks and you're just like an old timer and you're dialing in again, welcome back. My name is Mike Baird. Many of you guys know me from my book that I wrote, Flip, Bank, Live. You may have also known me from the TV show Flip Men, which had opportunity to go internationally. I was super excited about that. And you guys know that I've been in the business for about 14 years, buying and selling over 1,500 homes. And every week we tune in to answer your questions and to help you out with any of your real estate needs. We're live, and so I love that because it allows me to connect one-on-one with you. So this is a super interactive type deal. And here's the deal. I'm going to make mistakes through this, but that's the cool thing about it. But interact with me. You got questions, you're excited, you're pumped, you're ready to go. Let's certainly do this one-on-one. So guys, here's the deal, okay? This week and every week I think about what can I do to help you take your businesses to the next level. And you might be thinking, well, I'm just kind of starting out here. You're thinking, hey, I've been doing this for a while. I want to take my business to the next level. So this week's title, how to make more money faster. Everyone wants to make more money, right? Everyone has that, but how can I do it faster? How can I do it better? How can I do it more efficiently? And you're probably asking yourself the question, what does this cake have anything to do with any of this? And I'm gonna share that with you in just a minute. So tune in, give me everything you got, pad and paper, whatever you have, definitely. I want you taking notes because we're gonna have you take notes throughout this whole thing. So definitely tune in. Thanks for coming. By the way, definitely check me out on any of my other Facebook medium out there, Mike Baird Real Estate and Design. You can check me out. For those of you that are serious and want to be a part of my private group, you can check me out on the Smarter Real Estate Tribe as well. That's the Smarter Real Estate Tribe. And then I'm on Twitter at FlipmanMike as well. So love to connect with people. You have questions, you have stuff that's going on in your marketplace. I definitely want to answer those questions. So if you're on board, go ahead and just jump on and say, hey, yep, I'm on board, we're ready to go, and let's rock and roll. So you got questions throughout. Again, keep throwing them at me, fire them up. And by the way, you stoked? Are you excited? Because I'm pretty excited. Okay, so what's this? By the way, this thing smells really like amazing. Like it smells really good. It like fills the whole office, you know. So let's talk about this, okay? And we're gonna drive home a message that I hope just changes your life and makes you more money than you've ever imagined. So here we go. I'm gonna ask you a question. As you're looking at this cake right now, how many of you want a piece of this? You want a piece of the cake? By the way, this is an American chocolate fudge cake. It's got the chocolate wrapped around the sides. I like that. Love this stuff. It's got the chocolate here on the top, nice little frosting. Here we are. One of my favorite cakes. I love chocolate. I love dark chocolate especially. But this is one of the all-American classic chocolate fudge cakes. It's about 6 inches thick. Just full of just deliciousness, right? So anyways, here it is. The chocolate cake. I'm gonna give you an opportunity right now to take a look at this cake and see if you want some. And ask yourself the question, wow, what would I actually be willing to pay for this chocolate cake, for a piece of this chocolate cake? What would I pay for it, all right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie this whole thing in to the real estate world, because you're thinking, well, what does the chocolate cake have to do with real estate? How's it gonna make me more money? I'm gonna tell you in just a minute. So here we go. Step one, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to have a little bit of this cake, so just a sec. So I thought a little bit about this, and I think the first way to give you an opportunity to participate in this cake, I've got a plastic plate here for you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just jump right into this thing. Like I said, it's a 6-inch thick, and that feels good. And I'm gonna give you a good size piece of this one. We're just gonna put it right there. How's that? Get that right there for you. And There's one piece, and I'm gonna do you up so you don't have to eat it with your hands. I'll give you a fork. It's a plastic fork. And here's a napkin. I'm gonna give you a napkin. You might need a napkin once you get into it. And that's a good size piece of cake right there. I mean, you'd probably pay really, really good money for that. You're thinking in your mind, yeah, I'd pay for that. Thing's legit. I'm all about it. Serve me up, Mike. All right? So check that out. But here, I'm going to step it up just a notch. I think it's important. Any chocolate cake, you have a little Martinelli's, a little something to just kind of take it down. So I'm going to give you the Martinelli's right there in your cup. You got your napkin, and you're all served up. You're ready to go. So that's the first way we're going to go about this chocolate cake. Again, gorgeous cake, 6 inches thick. It's got the chippings around it, smells delicious, and I've got it all served up for you, and we're ready to go. Your chocolate cake. Ask yourself the question, what would I be willing to pay for this piece of chocolate cake? It's good size. I've got a drink with it, my own Martinelli's bottle. I've got my napkin. It's on my paper plate. We're ready to go. That's option number 1. Let me give you option number 2. By the way, I gotta get cleaned up here for a sec, so just give me a sec. It's the first time I've ever done it. That was kind of legit. Didn't know if it was gonna, it's kind of nasty actually. All right, you guys ready for number 2? Think about this. What would I pay for it? $5, $10, $20? Like, where are you at? So option number 2, I want you to think about this. You ready? Here we go. This is a stainless steel knife, crystal on the end, imported recently from France. China plate. Check that out right there. This is from Ivory, China, Nordicer. I don't know, it's expensive. Sliced right through, nice and easy. Ooh, sucker's legit. I don't do this every day, so bear with me. So there you have it. Now I'm going to ask you a question. And here's the key. Get ready to write this down. Are you one of those guys out there that's one of those paper and plastic fudge throwers? Or are you one of those guys out there that's a confectionery chocolatier? Concerned about presentation, impressions on you and others and the work, and perfecting the art. Fudge thrower, confectionery chocolatier. Fudge thrower, confectionery chocolatier. Because here's the deal, guys. And you know me, it's straight talk, right? I'm out in the marketplace. How does this tie into real estate? How does this work for me? How does this make me more money in my business? There's too many people out there that are jumping into this business. They're not educated. They haven't taken the time to learn. They haven't taken the time to dial in the details. And they're out there throwing fudge. They're throwing fudge here, they're throwing fudge there. It's all everywhere. And all of a sudden, what are you willing to pay for it? Yeah, not exactly top dollar, right? But there's a couple of guys, there's a few guys that are trained, that understand how to do this business right. And what are they doing? They're killing it. They're killing it. And they're all coming to you and they're saying, how's that guy getting another 10, 15, 20% out of that property? Yeah, the market's been hot recently, but what if we can take the heat of the market, pop a little bit more of this confectionery chocolatier type attitude in terms of your real estate business? We're talking 10, 15, 20% on top of every property. How many properties do you do a year? 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 properties a year. You take another 15 to 20% on each one of those, and we're talking about significant dollars. So ask yourself, are you the paper and plastic fudge thrower, or are you the chocolatier? Check out the difference. What are you willing to pay? What are you paying here? What are you paying there? So I just want to highlight for you what I'm seeing happen in today's marketplace as it relates to fudge throwers. There's a ton of fudge throwers out there. I'm going to break that down for you right now. So guys, we on board? You picking up what I'm talking about? Real estate straight talk. How to make more money faster? Look at this. Look at that. Presentation. That's what it's all about. So let me tell you the biggest mistakes. If you're a fudge thrower, let me tell you exactly what you're doing and the mistakes that you're making in today's market. And I'm telling you, if you're making one of these 3 mistakes, you're definitely a fudge thrower, and we got to turn it into the world of chocolatiers. All right? So here we go. Man, that chocolate tastes good. That was good. We're eating this after. You're all invited. Come on over, check it out. So the 3 things, all right, fudge throwers do. Number 1, you ready for this? A lot of people are doing it out there. You might think, there's no way I'm a fudge thrower. I'm not just throwing crap out. Let me tell you what they do, number 1. Killing me. So let me ask you this. So they're going to go out there and they're going to put $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 into a property, and then it's time to market this property. And next thing you know, you put it on the MLS and you're checking out this property tour that's been taken from their iPhone or Android. Come on. Spend the $80, spend the $150, spend the $300, whatever it is in your marketplace, get a professional tour done, okay? So none of this iPhone stuff, none of this Android stuff. Take the time, don't be a fudge thrower, be the chocolatier, get a really nice professional tour done. If you're not doing this right now, step up your game, make it happen. Number 2. People ask me this question all the time. And it comes across Twitter, social media, whatever, and they're like, hey, I'm done with this property. And, well, I'm not quite done. I'm going to be done in about a week, maybe 2 weeks. I really want to see if I can get a buyer in there quicker and see if I can sell this place. That's a fudge thrower. If you're out there and you're trying to market your properties while construction is still in the process, trust me, you're asking for a headache. Go ahead, finish the product. Get that product dialed in, and once that product is dialed in, that's when I start the marketing. If I'm going to start marketing prior, I don't want people going through my places and seeing it without full completion. It's like saying, hey, yeah, I'm ready to go out Friday night, ready to hit the town, ready to hit this date or whatever, and I forget to put, my shoes on, or I forget to put my lipstick on, I forget to put my necklace on, put my tie on, whatever it is. We want to be dialed in when we hit the marketplace, okay? So do not, I warn people, do not market your properties until we're 100% fully done, ready to go, looking great, okay? Here's the last thing. By the way, Are you asking yourself, dang, like maybe I've done that. Like maybe I'm a fudge thrower. Maybe I'm not gonna get it done right. I gotta put the professional photo tour on. I gotta take it up a notch, right? This is the whole point. Number 3, fudge throwers. Bunch of fudge throwers out there, and they're just simply not having their properties professionally cleaned and professionally maintained. When you're done with your property, you have that sucker professionally cleaned, dialed in. It smells clean, it smells fresh, it smells ready to go. We got the yard freshly cut, the edges are trimly mowed, the bark's put in, the flowers are put in. We're ready to go. But once it's ready and to go, we need to make sure it's maintained. And we want to maintain that through that entire period, through that 30, 45 days or whatever it is. I don't want a buyer coming in, falling in love with perfection, then all of a sudden 3 weeks later going, this place isn't maintained. What's up with all the weeds or whatever? So I want to, number 1, professionally clean it, and then number 2, maintain that clean feel, maintain that yard, and make sure that I'm not throwing fudge. I want to make sure that I'm the confectionery throughout the entire process. What's it going to do? Maximize profits, property in, property out. That's what we want to do, okay? Those are the 3 most common mistakes that fudge throwers are making. Let me walk it into the next one. By the way, I'm thirsty. When I went for this one, I just grabbed this one right here. I'm not going to grab that one. That's the fudge throwers. Let's talk about the chocolatiers, okay? What are the chocolatiers doing? What are these guys doing to hit the marketplace, making 10, 15, 20% more on their properties to really make sure multiple offers are coming in and we're getting everything that we possibly can? Again, think of it. It's the same cake. It's the same chocolate cake. The reality of it is, if I were to eat some of this and eat some of that, it's going to taste pretty much the same. But ultimately, when I'm looking at it, I don't want to touch that. I want to touch this. Okay? So it's the same cake, same house. We're just going to do a couple little things, a couple little tweaks. Did it cost me a lot more money to go ahead and drop the rose, cut it with a nice knife, put it on a plate? No, it didn't cost me that much. It's just a couple little details. That's what I want to pass on to you, because these details, they do translate into thousands of dollars throughout the end of the year. So, chocolatiers. Number 1, they do professional tours. That's a given. Absolutely professional tours. One of the reasons why we do them is because I like to have a professional tour that's going to walk me actually room by room through the property. One of the things we're seeing on some of these tours that are happening, you walk into the house and you're like, okay, I'm following, I'm into the front yard, I'm into the front, walkway entry. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking at the next picture, and all of a sudden, I'm like in the basement somewhere. And then I'm in a bedroom, and then I'm in the backyard, and I'm like all over the place, and I can't follow the house all the way through. So when you're doing a professional tour, it's gonna be a given, but the main thing is how that professional tour is gonna walk me through that house. It's gonna show me the outside. It's gonna show me that nice entry. I'm gonna go into that entry. Once I've seen the entry, it's gonna take me through that family room or through that kitchen area. Then it's gonna walk me right into those bedroom areas. It's gonna take me really a nice little walk-through tour through the entire home, so I understand how the home functions, how its layout is, and how it's gonna work and function for me as a potential homeowner. But let me take it to the next level. So number 1, professional tour. The thing I wanna tell you is one of the things you can do, and I love what's happening right now, is a lot of these tours are going Twilight. Sometimes it costs an extra $30, $40 to do a nice little Twilight exterior shot. They light up, they illuminate the inside of the house, they take that shot from the outside, and it just looks really, really, really sharp. By the way, you can check out some of my Twilight tours and stuff on MikeBairdRealEstate.com. There's a couple in my gallery They have some Twilight Tours there, so definitely check that out. I think it's cool. It just takes it up just a little bit of a notch, right? Some of those Twilight Tours. Maybe you're thinking, hey, you know what, Mike? Like, I don't need Twilight Tours. Like, I'm in a lower price point. That's cool. I'm totally fine with that. I'm just saying, if you want to take it up a notch, maybe have a little bit nicer property, what can I do to maybe kick up the marketing a little bit? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a potential Twilight Tour. If you're thinking, hey, I want to take it even higher than that Twilight Tour, what we're seeing is some aerials going on. How do you spell aerials? I don't know how to spell aerials.
A-R-I-E-L or A-R-I-A-L?
Aerials. So we got a bunch of aerials going on. Really, if you have a nice piece of property on a lot of land, really shows well for some of those aerials. So the first thing we're going to do, as a chocolatier, as the guy who's concerned about presentation, impressions, making more money, perfecting the art of making more money, making that. See, it seems simple, right? It seems simple, but I don't know what it is. But us guys, like inside, we're thinking to our minds, like, well, I bought it so cheap, and look how much better it looks now, and I've got carpet paint, so that should be enough. Well, guess what? People don't care what condition it was in prior. They never saw that. All they really care about is the now, and what are they buying? And so all these little details, the tour is going to be super important. Let's go to the next one. And by the way, this next one I do on every single property as well. Is staging. Absolutely. I want my buyers coming in, and I want them thinking about, where am I going to put my TV? Where am I going to put my couch? Does my bed fit here? Is this enough room for all of our kids to sit around this dining table? I want them starting to think and putting their own items inside this new asset. So now they're starting to get emotional. They're starting to tie and connect themselves to the property. Sit down in the couch. They're looking around. They're thinking, does this feel like home to me? Yeah, it feels like home. It looks good. And they're starting to visualize all of this. And maybe they're starting to think, oh, I wonder if I could buy this furniture. Now they're beyond this concept of, oh, am I going to buy the house? They're thinking, hey, I want to buy the furniture. This furniture is great. Look at all the memories that we could have here. So absolutely, every single property, I'm going to stage. Now, you're asking yourself the question, well, should I stage everything? Should I stage part of it? A lot of that kind of stuff depends. I talk about some of that stuff in some of my other trainings in terms of exactly what rooms that I do stage in, but you're gonna have to decide that on a property by property basis. I don't stage my entire properties, but there are some key places that I wanna make sure are staged in order to get that presentation right. So staging, 100%, I do that. And then just my last little bit, seems simple, right? But here's what happens, and I go into these properties all the time. I'm going through, I love to get out, I love to see as many properties I could possibly see in a given week, and I see a lot of the product, the houses that other investors, the competition, other people are putting on the market, because I want to see, what are they doing? And I can tell you, everything smells like construction. It feels empty, it smells empty, it smells like Home Depot. I don't want buyers walking into my home and thinking it smells like a construction zone or Home Depot and all this kind of stuff. I want it smelling good, whether it's cookies, whether it's roses, whether it's whatever air freshener that you like, put it in the house. It makes a big difference. So imagine your potential buyer. Think about this, your potential buyer. They've looked online, nice professional tour. Ooh, got a little Twilight action going on. I like that. Honey, let's go see it. They head on over, it's nicely staged. There's zero signs of construction. No carpet remnants, no leftover, I don't know what it is, but some people, they like to leave like the new tags like on their dishwasher, or on their oven, or on their microwave, and it has this big yellow tag on it with the blue film and all. Take that crap off, take it off. Yeah, it's nice, it's new, but you don't need to put leave all the tags hanging off everything, right? So they've seen it online, they like it. They schedule the tour, they go, or they schedule the appointment, they go and they look at it, it's staged. It doesn't smell or look or feel like construction. This is the kind of place where thinking, I can start to see my memories, see stuff happening here. I can see myself in this home. I can see myself eating this cake. I can see myself having this experience, and I'm willing to pay for it. Because guess what? Is everybody doing this? No, everyone's not doing that. So that's the next thing we're gonna do, is do everything that other people aren't willing to do. It smells good, it looks good, and we're gonna make more money out of it. So again, that's this week's tip. That's what we're heading with. I want you to think about it. In the past, have you been this guy? Maybe you have. I was that guy. Years ago, that was that guy. And then I realized a couple little tweaks, a couple little things that we can do to take our game up to the next notch. And I'm no longer the fudge thrower, I'm the chocolatier. So that's where I'm at. You guys, I hope this has been super, super helpful. A visual, I want these images of that cake and this right here just burned into your brains. So you're thinking to yourself, who am I? My next property that I put on, I want to get that extra edge, that extra 5, 10, 15, 20%, whatever it is, just doing a couple of simple things. And you guys know, I do a ton of these trainings. I love doing them, so definitely check me out. If you want to go one-on-one with me, you want to talk about a specific property, a specific deal, you want to just start your business, you want to launch your business for the first time, go ahead, definitely check on some of the links below. Because the way I see this right now, a lot of you guys that are starting out, you're thinking, hey, you know what? I could probably go and do this on my own, and you know what? You probably could, and I hope that you do. Get out there, make it happen. But if you're also thinking, hey, I want a little bit more hand-holding, I want some one-on-one interaction with me, with Mike. And by the way, I can't accept everybody, but if you want to apply, and you're serious about really taking your business to the next level, then definitely check out the links below, apply, get on the calendar. Love to have a 45-minute strategy session with you to take your business to the next level. So guys, don't be a bunch of fudge throwers out there. Be a confectionery chocolatier. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. That was a lot of fun. Talk to you later.